There's a difference between the trail and the wilderness. One is safe, the other is yours.
Today we show you what it takes to cross that line.
We're in Austria. Italy is just 3 kilometers away, but there's a massive mountain in between. And this is where the trail ends.
Look at this path. From down there it was clear, well marked. We just followed it.
But up here, there are no markers, just wilderness.
And that's exactly the moment you encounter when you want to create something that's truly yours.
And this is a place where many people turn around. So what actually happens at this moment when the trail ends and the wilderness begins?
Let me describe what we see over and over. Leaders have built successful careers. They function brilliantly. They deliver, they lead, they solve complex problems. And for a long time, the trail was clear. There were best practices, role models, a sense of this is what success looks like. And they are good at it, really good. It takes real skill, real perseverance. But at some point, something shifts. A quiet voice starts saying, there's more. I want to create something that's truly mine, not just execute someone else's vision, but shape something that reflects what truly matters to me. And suddenly, they are standing at the edge. The trail ends, and ahead, wilderness. No more markers, no best practices for their unique vision, no role models, someone who has already done what they want to achieve. And this is what makes this moment so hard. Visibility and vulnerability collide. Because up until now, you could function under the radar. You were delivering brilliantly, but still within a known framework. No one questions you when you're following the protocol or the best practices. But the moment you step into that wilderness and you want to create something different, you become visible, really visible.
And visibility means exposure.
Exactly.
Somebody may say, that's naive, or be realistic.
Or even worse, who do you think you are?
And that's not just uncomfortable. For many of us, this touches something evolutionary. Our nervous system is wired to see standing out as a risk. Because for most of human history, being cast out meant danger, losing the tribe. So when you're at this edge where the trail has ended and you're deciding, should I go, should I not go? Step into the wilderness. Our body might flood us with signals. Turn back. This isn't safe.
And that's not weakness.
No, that's our system doing what it's designed to do.
So what do you do at that moment?
This is actually where the hero's journey truly begins. Not back there on the trail where everything was clear. That was important. You needed to walk that path to get here. But here is where the trail ends. This is where the real choice happens. Am I answering the call? Or am I turning back? And we've walked the stretch with enough leaders to know that what helps here in this moment is not more data. It's not another strategy. It's not even better preparation. What really helps is a clear commitment. Not, I'll try this and see how it goes. Not, I'll test it and maybe, but I'm doing this. I'm the person who steps into the wilderness. That sounds simple, but it is profound. Because once you've made this commitment, you say, this is my path, even if it's hard. Something shifts. Your nervous system calms down. Not because the danger disappeared, but because you've decided. You're no longer torn. You're no longer one step in, one foot out. You're committed.
And we've seen this in practice. Many of the leaders we've accompanied through this moment have used rituals to anchor that commitment.
Can you give an example?
Our favorite is a fire walk or an arrow break, something physical, something that looks impossible until you actually do it. We use those rituals in our work because they are so powerful and they mark the moment. But it doesn't have to be fire. It can be a written declaration, a symbolic gesture, a promise to yourself or to someone you trust, a public commitment. The core is the same. You mark that moment where you say, I see this is wilderness. I see it might get uncomfortable and I'm doing it anyway.
You're claiming it.
Exactly. You're not waiting for permission. You're claiming your path.
And if you want support on this path,
We've built something for you.
a free diagnostic tool that shows you where you're already creating and where you're still functioning.
Plus a free creator week, 7 days of guidance to help you take your first steps into the wilderness.
You'll find the link in the show notes below. And here's the second thing that helps.
You don't have to go alone,
Exactly. And not because you're weak.
but because that's how wilderness is crossed.
When people climb this peak behind us, they don't go solo. They go with a guide. They go with a rope, with a team.
Not because they couldn't physically do it alone, but because the risk is too high.
The same is true for creating. When you step off the trail, when you start shaping something that's truly yours, you'll need allies.
People who are also in the wilderness, who understand what it means to leave the marked path.
People who will hold the rope when you are exposed, who will say, keep going. I see you. You're not alone.
That's not dependency, that's wisdom.
Because the wilderness is not meant to be crossed alone.
So if you are standing at that moment where the trail has ended,
Ask yourself 2 questions.
first, are you ready to commit? Not to try, to commit.
And 2, who's coming with me?
Because once you have those 2 things, commitment and allies,
The wilderness becomes crossable.